can't be a kid forever, right? Actually, Megan, I never got to be a kid anyway, because I have childhood trauma.
Deep up in the street like we some warriors. My mama told me never bow your head.
I feel glorious, glorious. Got a chance to start again. I was born for this.
I see you whining and grinding up on the floor. I know you see me looking at you, and you already know I wanna love you. You are.
I am mixed. I am mixed. Biracial.
Oops, my heart went.
Surprise! I lulled you into a false sense of security.
What happened to the original plot of the movie? What happened to the original plot of the movie?
I get so fired up about this because I used to say some of the same stuff. I used to make some of the exact same arguments because I was so indoctrinated by the fat phobia in our society, even being a fat person myself, that I internalized it. But it's like, obesity is one of the only medical things where we act like shaming someone will fix it. We act like making people feel bad will make them better, and we're doing it for their own good. It's ludicrous. It's absolutely insane. And it also leads to people just treating fat people like garbage. I mean, I could not even begin to tell you the horrible things that I've seen said and done to fat people. How often fat people are the butt of a joke in movies and TV. Like, it is such a common thing to treat fat people as less than human and act like we're doing it for their own good. Cut that out.
I get a lot of questions and DMs about advice I can give to black girls in musical theater, so here's my advice of the day. Let's talk about hair. We as black women like to change our hair a lot. More than likely, there will be a time when your hair in your headshot is different than the hair you're rocking right now. If you have straight hair in your headshot but then show up to the audition with braids, some casting directors are going to be confused. They're not going to understand that you're just wearing a lace front in that picture, or that you can just take your braids out. If you're more of a natural hair girl, I encourage you to try to take your headshots with your natural hair or in a natural style like braids, because they're going to be a lot more understanding if you show up with straight hair and then have natural hair in your picture than the other way around. But suppose you get in a situation like me. You have your beautiful Brazilian in your headshot, but then take that Brazilian out, and then your next hair appointment isn't for another week, but your audition is in 2 days. What do? I always have an extra ponytail on deck. I just slick that hair up and slap on that ponytail. These casting directors don't know I can't pull a sew-in into a high ponytail. For all they know, it's the same hair. Broadway is changing slowly. Emphasis on the slowly. Hope this helps.
Now,
Yes.
Baby, my mouth keeps spinning cute. Ooh, ooh, that's just what I do, and that's just how we do it, yeah, that's just how we do it, you like it what I do?
Ba 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 na na. Ba 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 na na. Oh, ba 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 na na. Ba 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 na na. Ba 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 na na. Togari no potato.
all you're upset about seeing posts about racism on your social media? You know who's really upset? The people who experience racism every day.
Time is all by your side. You got it, took too long, you get it. You got it, took too long, you get it.
Clearly my account has ended up on a very dark side of TikTok. And to this commenter, I am truly so sorry that you are so miserable that you feel the need to comment things like this. I'll pray for you.
Toast girl, yeah, yeah. Hey, baby, let me see it. I just wanna eat it. Baby, let me see it. No, I really need it.
I am black. I am black. A nigga. A nigga.
Overnight. You, I cannot get over you. I cannot get over you. Since you left me every night, I go stare at the moon, wishing it was you and I. That's something we would do every Sunday morning.
今天吃饭了没有？我已经吃了，不要说了。
Daddy set the bar real high, showed me what a real man looks like. It's gonna take one to fill those shoes in his eyes.
If you're not black and you haven't posted about Black Lives Matter and you have a black friend but they haven't said anything to you about it, so you think that like they probably just don't care and it's not a big deal to them, they're watching you. Like, I promise you, they're sitting back and observing. They know that they should not have to tell you or encourage you to post about Black Lives Matter like you just should. So if you think that they just don't care because they're not saying anything to you about it, I promise you, y'all are not gonna be friends after this.
When I'm telling, keep it drama free.
So some of you are familiar with this. I've been an activist since I was 13 years old, so for almost 7 years now. And the only time I ever feel acknowledged in this world or like I matter ever is when Black Lives Matter is trending. And then people go back to their normal ways of living. But this has been my way of living for some time now. And I don't think people think about the emotional labor and time I put into all of this. Time I take away from my loved ones because I'm fighting for a better world. And people forget that I have dreams and I have hopes in my life of what I imagine my life to be. Like, I want to be an actress. I want to be a filmmaker. I want to tell these stories in a different way. But it just almost seems impossible now. Like, I feel held hostage in my own body. Like, people want me to go fight, but I want to live too. Like, I want to live.
We all know that one girl in school that everyone swear to God is the baddest of the bad. Shorty be ugly as hell, but people be capping and saying she bad only because she popular. Folks be in her comments talk about some twin. If that's your twin, then you gotta make sure y'all not conjoined, because once I see her, I'm going the opposite way. Why y'all capping? How God gonna make me ugly and unpopular? Because Shorty is ugly.
If all of the kings had their queens on the throne, we would pop champagne and raise a toast to